If you have a Scorpio Moon placement, well, congratulations. You were born with an emotional depth so intense, you could probably scare the bejeeby-heebies right out of a therapist. Or, on the flip side, attract a therapist that literally wants to study you. So this Scorpio Moon sign placement is much like having a built-in emotional X-ray vision, but it also comes with a reputation for being in debility. And what does that actually mean? And why is Scorpio in the moon sign placement one of the most powerful placements to have in the zodiac, despite what astrology textbooks say? So in this video, I plan on going really deep into the ancient Hebrew Mazalot Wisdom and explaining Scorpio Moon's superpower traits and how you can personally rise up from the ashes like a true phoenix. And I want you to stay till the end because that is when I will be explaining what Scorpio Moon in debility actually means. Ooh. So I want you to strap your booty down because we're about to shed some extreme light in this dark moon placement. So according to the ancient Hebrew Mazalot system, each zodiac sign and placement had a deep spiritual and very energetic meaning. Scorpio was known as the Akrav, which represents transformation, hidden wisdom, and the descent into the underworld before resurrection. In other words, Scorpio moons were literally built to die emotionally and then be reborn again. So now I want to break down the superpower traits of Scorpio Moon. Now, the first superpower trait may come as no surprise to all of you who has ever known a Scorpio Moon or are a Scorpio Moon. And I have to say, the first trait that literally comes to mind is our deep emotional depth, okay? We can go really deep, deeper than any of the other signs. And we also possess incredible resiliency. So personally speaking, Scorpio moons don't just feel deep emotions. We literally become them. We embody them, okay? If you want to talk about love, which is a very deep emotion, well, that is literally soul binding for us. And betrayal is literally the death of a relationship. And personally speaking, I will start feeling a fire in my soul, and I will literally just want to burn the whole entire relationship down to the ground and literally just walk away. And guess what? After walking away forever, I never look back, okay? No matter the depth of pain that a Scorpio moon feels when they have been betrayed, no one can rise from the ashes quite like a Scorpio can. See, Scorpio moons are literally the embodiment of the Kabbalistic concept, which is known as Tikkun, which literally means that we have the capability of turning all of our great sufferings, including betrayal, into a very fruitful soul growth. So before I move on with the superpower traits of Scorpio Moon, I just want to let you all know that if you have been curious enough to do your natal birth chart readings in both Western astrology and Eastern Vedic astrology, I want to let you know that all of this information that I'm sharing with you in this video about Scorpio moons applies to both, okay? So let's get back to this. So the second superpower trait that comes to mind, and I'm speaking from my personal sign in Scorpio Moon, is our unmatched intuition and psychic abilities. Now, personally speaking, Scorpio moons literally possess an extrasensory perception that makes us literally human lie detectors and bullshit detectors. I can personally sniff out a lie before it even leaves someone's mouth. So I know personally that the psychic abilities of the Scorpio moons are otherworldly, okay? I have created a couple of videos in my playlist. This is one of the videos you might want to go and check out. I actually explain and share personal psychic stories with you all. I think I made 2 videos, but that one that I just had up for you in the screen is probably the first video that I made. So anyways, I can honestly say I have never been wrong about someone, especially when it comes to my psychic abilities and intuition in regards to whether or not like someone has a black heart or a black soul. I can literally feel someone's soul, especially when I'm able to look directly in their eyes, whether it's through a picture of them or in person. So from my personal research into the ancient Hebrew Mazalot texts, this Scorpio placement was linked to the Rak HaKadosh, which literally means divine intuition that grants access into the unseen realms. So basically, what I'm trying to say is we have a built-in mystical hotline to all of the universes and multiverses and all of the dark realms. Now, I want to talk about our third superpower, and that is our inevitable magnetism and mystery. So I know from personal experience that the Scorpio moon sign has the hypnotic ability to pull people in like an unseen force field. And if we want to manifest or create something, oh my goodness, all we have to do is just think about it intensely. Because like I said, in my first superpower trait, we have deep emotions, okay? And we can harness, or we can learn to harness all of those deep, intense emotions and literally create the world we desire faster than any other sign. So if you are a Scorpio moon sign or Scorpio sun or Scorpio Venus sign, or you just have Scorpio dominant placements in your natal birth chart, I highly encourage you to learn to harness all of your intense emotions and put them behind all of your desires. Because if any one sign can literally manifest their dream life swiftly, it is Scorpios and Scorpio moons especially, okay? And we'll get into a little more of the Scorpio moon born at night and how that adds an additional amount of energy to your manifestations. So if you happen to be a Scorpio moon or sun or even Venus sign, and you also want to learn how to create your reality really fast, well, pay attention, okay? You can also go into my playlist because I do talk about how to harness your heart's emotions to instantly manifest. So if any of and all of you are interested in having someone obsessed with you, well, I just have to say, be very careful, because if that's something you wish for, it will definitely happen quickly because you have such strong emotions, okay? All you have to do is just think intensely about someone being obsessed with you and it will happen. So be careful what you back your emotions with, okay? Because more than likely, you're going to get exactly what you're thinking about. So our fourth superpower is our amazing ability to transform emotional pain. And boy, do we feel pain deeply, into our soul. So you see, Scorpio moons are natural born emotional alchemists, okay? We don't just experience pain at the most deepest levels, we can literally transmute it into great power, okay? Many astrologers say that the moon is weakest in the sign of Scorpio. But what if I told you that the moon sign in Scorpio is actually the most powerful placement of all, especially if you were born at nighttime like I was. That's right, my zesty stingers. A Scorpio moon in a night chart born after sunset, I would say like 8 p.m. or later, amplifies Scorpio's mysterious hidden strengths. So let me explain all of the Scorpio moon's superpower traits if you were born at nighttime. So the moon's power is amplified at night, making it naturally stronger in natal birth chart readings because it rules the nocturnal domain. While Scorpio suns burn intensely during the daytime hours, Scorpio moons feel with supernatural force. It's like comparing a fire that you see to an underground lava flow that moves unseen but reshapes everything. Now, Scorpio moons born at night is much different than the Scorpio sun signs, because the Scorpio sun signs will openly express their intensity, okay? Whereas the Scorpio moon signs will operate in the shadows and in the dark realms. So what I'm trying to say is Scorpio moon signs operate in the dark, okay? Even their soul operates in the dark realms. And this is also where true intense power is hidden. It's subtle and, dare I say, completely unstoppable. So we don't just manifest, we literally embody the energy of our desires. And a nighttime Scorpio moon has a natural psychic shield. Others may not understand, okay? They're definitely not going to understand how we can navigate so smoothly and naturally our emotions. And Scorpio moons born at nighttime have a natural ability to literally redirect and transmute all of our intense emotional energies. We are natural emotional alchemists. So Scorpio moons, you truly do possess a deep connection to the unconscious and the astral realms. And because the moon rules dreams and the subconscious mind, a Scorpio moon born at night, okay, has profound ability to tap into astral knowledge and even past lives. And I also have to add mystical insights. We have the ability to tap into that also. And that is something a Scorpio sun has a very difficult time tapping into. So my awesome stingers, I'm about to discuss with you why Scorpio moon is in debilitation. Let's get into it right now. So if you're like most Scorpion moon signs, you may be wondering and ask yourself, if Scorpio moons are this powerful, why does traditional astrology call us debilitated? It's almost like they're calling us spiritually stunted or retarded, or like we have some sort of mental disease. So let me explain. Debilitation means that the moon, which is our emotional core essence, is in a sign that challenges its natural expression. So according to Hebrew astrology, the moon is linked to the Ishad, which literally means foundation. And that represents emotional stability. But Scorpio? Well, Scorpio thrives in chaos and in chaotic situations. No joke, folks. It is basically like putting or placing a monk in a nightclub or putting a cat in water. It doesn't buy. So I really want you all to truly understand what the meaning of debilitation is for the Scorpio in the moon sign, okay? And for me to do that, I am going to compare the moon's natural traits against Scorpio's energy. So the moon literally represents nurturing, comfort, safety, and emotional openness. And so Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and traditionally Mars, which means they are all about intensity, control, secrecy, and transformation. So you can clearly see here the issue that the moon wants to nurture and be nurtured. And with Scorpio's presence, trust? No, Scorpio's like, let me test the hell out of you first. And Scorpio moons will also make you feel like you are on an emotional roller coaster. And these subconscious tests may or may not include jealousy, intensity, and a deeper seated fear of betrayal. Because let me tell you, my Scorpio fam out there and anyone interested in learning about Scorpios, the deepest fear that Scorpios have is being betrayed. So this internal war literally creates an emotional battlefield with us Scorpio moon signs. And this is where I'm going to talk about the challenges that we face by being in debilitation. So Scorpio moons, well, I have to say we possess probably about 4 challenges. So personally speaking, this is one of our main challenges, being in debilitation, okay? We feel emotions so intensely sometimes that we oftentimes will suppress them only to later on explode like a supernova. So while I'm revealing some of these challenges that we face, if any of you resonate with these challenges, please comment down below and let me know what challenges you personally face in this Scorpio moon placements sign. So let me get on to the second challenge that I feel gives us big challenges, okay, in our personal lives. And this is a big one for me. Let me know in the comments if this is a big one for you. But that is our trust issues and control. So personally speaking, I can honestly say that trusting someone, especially someone new or someone close to me, is extremely difficult, if not impossible at times. Because like I've mentioned in this video, Scorpios, especially Scorpio moons, born at night, can see right through people. We can literally see your soul. We can see your past lives. We can see your future. We know if you're going to lie to us before you know you're going to lie to us. So it makes trusting people very, very difficult, because for some reason, even when you tell somebody, look, I can almost read your mind, basically. I can sniff out a lie before you even tell me. And my psychic abilities are off the charts, otherworldly. Even when you tell people that and warn them, they still like to deceive you. They just is. So yeah, this is a really, really, really hard, challenging placement. Okay. And I'm sure most all of you Scorpio moons out there can resonate with that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that if we let you into our inner sanctum, okay, and we let you into our small, precious little worlds, you better not betray us, or you may just become another case study in our emotional revenge novel. And yes, I'm going to say it. It is very true, like I said earlier, that we fear being betrayed probably more than anything else. And not only are we terrified of being betrayed, but we're also afraid of loss and abandonment. And this particular placement is deeply, deeply afraid of abandonment. And it will either make the Scorpio moons incredibly loyal, like myself, or completely detached as sort of a defense mechanism. So this next challenge is going to come at no surprise for us Scorpio moon brethren. And that is our emotional highs and our emotional lows. Think of it as soap opera level emotions, but in real life. Are we dramatic? Maybe a wee little bit. Are we powerful? Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to let you all in on a little Scorpion moon secret. We will move in the dark, behind the scenes. Boo! If you have resonated at all with this video, no matter who you are, and you've had personal paranormal experiences, please share below. I would really love to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate it so much if you just smash that like button, share it with others, and I will see you all in my next video.